Hello everyone.
It's Charlotte.
It's Quinn.
It's Liam.
It's Ava.
And you're listening to the Student Lounge.
Today on the Student Lounge, we have Charlotte and Quinn presenting, and we will be discussing the Year 7 cohort and their experiences. We will be joined by student guests from Year 7 and their coordinator, Mr. Cox.
Hello everybody. Today we are joined by Matilda and Niamh, the Year 7 school representatives.
So, to get this started, how different do you find primary school from high school?
I feel like it's definitely a big change because you go from just being in one classroom the whole day with one teacher, and then it's like, oh wait, I've got to go here and here and here, and I've got a load of different teachers. So I think that's definitely the biggest difference.
What about you, Matilda?
Everyone's just so big. Like, there's so many older people.
Yeah.
It's scary.
I understand that.
Yeah.
How scared were you, of coming to high school, I suppose?
I was very scared. But yeah.
Oh, I feel like it wasn't, like, I didn't know a load of people, so it was like, I don't know them. So it was kind of hard to make connections, but changed after a while.
Yeah.
Are you enjoying it now?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, it's very fun.
Do you find it more difficult than primary school? I mean, I suppose it is high school, but what do you find difficult about it if you do find it a lot more difficult?
Math.
Yeah. Can't agree more.
I feel like academics and keeping on top of homework and studying because, it's a lot more than it used to be.
Yeah.
I remember when I first came to high school, it was when I saw all the older people, they were just like giants to me. And I was just like, oh, wow, so tall. It's terrifying.
And then it felt like forever until you graduate. It goes by really quickly.
It really does.
Yeah.
I can remember my first day in Year 7. It was fun, but it was still pretty scary because, you still need to make new friends and all that.
Yeah.
It's good though.
The homework and studying is just really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah. But it does get better. At the same time, it does also get harder, but it's still pretty good.
It gets better because you create your own routine.
And friends. Friends are the best part. I won't lie.
Are you enjoying high school as much as you thought you would?
Oh, yeah.
I think I'm probably enjoying it more than I thought I would because it was a big scary place. I imagined it you're stuck here for 6 hours a day, studying, doing homework with crazy people you don't even know. And it's not like that.
Yeah.
And it's nothing like High School Musical either.
No.
You learn that the hard way.
What do you feel you've achieved so far as a Year 7 student?
Well, my goal this year was to just get out of my comfort zone. I struggle a lot with that, and I feel like I've done a good job at that this year. So
That's good.
Yeah.
What about you?
Well, I feel like I came to school with not many people who I knew or, was friends with. So my goal was just, I'm going to make friends who, I'm just going to make friends who understand and get, what's going on. So,
Yeah.
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 I get that.
And that will change over the years.
Yeah.
So what advice would you give next year's group of Year 7 students?
I would definitely say perseverance and dedication. I think, just paying attention in class and studying and working hard, I think that gets you a long way.
Yeah.
have a positive attitude and, just stay on focused and stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Very good. Very good. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us.
It's been
So
good.
good.
It's been good.
Thank you for having us.
Oh,
Yeah, thanks.
it's our pleasure.
So now we are joined by the Year 7's coordinator, Mr. Cox.
Morning.
Morning. How are you? How's your day?
Very good, thank you. How was yours?
Yeah, good, good.
That's all right.
So, how are you finding being the year coordinator for the Year 7s? Is it a lot of trouble or?
No, my
Quite
Year
easy.
7s are very good. Very busy though. Lots of.
You can be honest here.
Do I want to be honest?
Don't
No,
be too honest.
No, I think they're very good. Obviously, Year 7, the issues that they have are very different to the issues in the older years, but there is a lot of them. So there's a lot of sorting through small issues, making sure everything's working well. Obviously a big transition year, so lots of new faces for the students, lots of new things that they are experiencing, and then also there's that time when they're growing up that just all of that is all in one go in 1 year. So there's always lots of little issues that compile into a bigger issue at the end of the day. So I wouldn't say it's full-on issues, but there's definitely a lot of issues to deal with. But yeah, it's good.
How do you feel when you became the Year 7 coordinator?
How did I feel?
Yeah.
I was excited. I was a bit worried. Obviously, I've never been a year coordinator before, and I'm quite a young teacher. So obviously, the school's taken, they thought it was the right move, but I was also questioning it a little bit. But no, I was very excited, and I think it's a great opportunity for me. But I think I had a good bond with the Year 7 cohort already, having taught a lot of them, and then being a homeroom teacher with them, going on camp. So I think it ended up being quite a good fit. So
yeah, definitely.
What was your first thought when, like, obviously, I don't know if you got a text or an email, but what was your first thought when you like read the whatever it was and saw that they were asking you to be the Year 7 coordinator?
To be honest, when I got the call, I thought she was going to let me know that it wasn't me. I didn't expect to get it at all, so I was very excited, very happy with that. But yeah, more shocked than anything. And then obviously after it sunk in a bit, I thought, I'm actually in charge of 180 students now.
Oh, wow.
So
Is there 180 Year 7s now?
yeah, a few have left, a few have come. It hovers around 180.
That is so
Oh,
many.
wow.
Yeah, so
There's like 20 people.
How many people have
6
we got in our
classes of
cohort?
30.
Oh, that's so many.
Oh,
So
wow.
there is a lot of. That's what I mean. But earlier, when I
Yeah,
was like,
wow.
there's
Oh, wow. That's
you
a
have
lot
60,
of...
there's not many issues. But when there's 180 of them, and only 50 of them or so have come from the junior school, so you do the math. It's
Wow, yeah, that's...
130 of them are new students in a new school, new environment,
Yeah.
new teachers, everything's new,
everything,
and
yeah.
it all just gets dropped on you. Boom, you're in. So obviously they're not massive issues, but all of that compiles.
Yeah.
So, and then obviously then I realised, that's a me problem now. So anyway, what can you do? It was good.
Do you like that you'll be able to see them from Year 7 until they graduate as it being a year coordinator?
Yes. So I'm not too sure. I've been in schools before where you stay 7, 8, 9, and then you go back to 7. I believe what we will be doing is that we will stay with them. And I think that's good because obviously then you've got years to, by the time you come to Year 12, I've been with them for 6 years.
Yeah.
So I really know them. I know the families. They'll know me. They know what's going to happen. We know where we all sit. I think that's the best way of doing it. And I think it'll be exciting to see them grow.
Yeah.
Obviously, I've been in schools where I've been there quite a while, and you see students grow up.
Yeah.
Even just from years 10 to 12, there's a massive change there. But actually going from 7 to 12, I think, will be really exciting.
I suppose, and it also gives time to build like really good connections with the students.
Yeah, really good report. Obviously, even now, I've only been the coordinator for a term and a half. So, and I know most of the families. They will know me first name, on the phone, no issues. So I think, give it 5 years, there'll be a much different story. So I think it's really good.
So what's been your favourite part of being the Year 7 coordinator?
I don't know. It's been, I think I've learnt a lot. Obviously, it's a massive opportunity there. There's obviously the problem with the job is there's a lot of negatives. As you would know, when you're dealing with your year coordinator, it's usually a negative. Yeah. So I'd say the times where I do get to interact with students on positives, I think are really good. And then as well, I think seeing students learn from the negatives and move on is really important. So I'm a big believer that once you make a mistake and you learn from it, it's actually sort of the best way to learn. So I do like that. I think that's really important, seeing how little mistakes can actually make you a better person. Saying that though, I do think when I do get a chance to actually have a positive with a student, pull them out, this is a good thing, you've done this, that's my favourite bit. Because obviously then all the negatives can build up. And, if all day is just hearing negatives about students. When you do get to that positive, it's the light at the end of the tunnel, I think, is really important.
Yeah.
What has been the most difficult part of becoming the Year 7 coordinator?
Becoming the Year 7 coordinator, or as in the job?
Well, I know that you used to do Christian service learning, so do you miss doing that?
I do miss Christian service learning. I was very reluctant to hand it over to Mr. Wadsworth. He gave me my baby. Obviously, I started the program, so a lot of the things that I had in place and had organised and then had to hand over. So I didn't enjoy, saying that, he's done an excellent job. He's really grabbed it and run, and I think he was definitely the person to give it to. But I loved my old job. Because that was all positives.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So you've come from a job where everything is positive. All my interactions with students in Christian service were positive, to a job that there is a lot of negatives as well. So if anything, that's probably the hardest bit, is dealing between the two. So that's a big change for me. So, yeah.
Did you struggle during the transition between the two roles?
Well, not really, because it was sort of a handover. It was, I've dropped this one now, I'm in this one. There was a bit of a struggle, I would say, because of the timing of when I became the coordinator, which was week 3, term 2, I think it was. So then it was not like a clean start. So that was a bit of a struggle. But I think the students, I think they saw it coming. So it wasn't too, we sort of eased them into it.
Yeah.
So it wasn't too bad. No, it was all right.
What words of wisdom would you give to the Year 7 students who are going to be in Year 8 next year?
Words of wisdom. Just select the subjects you want to do. Don't listen to other people. If you want to do it, you do it. And if you don't like it, get out of it quickly.
That's definitely really good advice.
That's really, really good advice.
I wish that I had followed that advice when I was at school.
Yeah.
Someone told me that and I didn't listen to it, and I did all sciences and stuff, which is what my parents wanted me to do. And I think it put me back quite a bit. So that would be my biggest one. And then obviously, stick with your friends, but don't be afraid of making some new ones.
Yeah. And that'll also carry you throughout most of the years when you're choosing your subjects. And
Definitely in
Yeah.
Year 10.
all
Definitely in Year 10.
100%. Even worse when you're in 11 or 12. You really got to be careful with what you've chosen.
Yep.
So, yeah.
What advice would you give to next year's group of Year 7s?
That's a fun one. Same thing. Obviously, they don't get to choose subjects, but look, most of our Year 7s that will come in will be completely new from a different school. So, if you know that someone's coming with you, make sure that your parents are friends and that that everyone knows each other, because the bigger community that you have coming in, obviously the more people that on day one you can run to for help. So I think that would be the biggest one, is find out who's going to the school with you and try and make a network there, But otherwise, we've got people that fly in. When I was a student, I flew in from Queensland to a brand new school, same thing, and I didn't know a single person. So as well, it's a good opportunity that if you do want to make new friends, it's an awesome time to do that. Make it quick. It's a new school. It's a new start, new opportunity. Don't be caught in what's happened in your past. So that would be my biggest one for the new Year 7s.
That's good.
Yeah, it is. Is there anything else you'd like to add? Unless if you say something.
I think you
and
guys
we'll
have done an
extend.
excellent job. How's that?
Thank you.
No, this was good fun. Who else have you done?
The Year 12s.
Yep.
Well, CJ and I have only done the Year 7s. That were
Yeah, so
just-
this was our second person we've interviewed ever.
Who was the first person?
The Year 7s that just left.
Oh, just the Year 7s.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
how were they? That's my real question.
They were
How
really
they? Were they
good.
They were good.
They were good Year 7s?
I think
Yeah.
obviously it's a bit nervous still speaking to people in other years, or at least I was terrified of people in upper years.
Yeah,
for a
fair
while.
enough.
But I feel like they did a really good job.
They did.
Good. I think that is the beautiful thing about this school, is I think that those that old school high school structure is not here, and I think it comes down to a lot of things. Even if you look at our staff rooms, we're not in departments. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but so I'm in the coordinator's office, so that's different. But even before that, I was in office with one other RE teacher when I was an RE teacher, and then PE, had English, had whatever in there. So I think that filters down. quite well, actually. And I think that the year 7s are not afraid of the year 8s, and vice versa.
Yeah.
The year 9s are not scaring the year 7s sort of thing. And I think that's quite nice. I think it's very, I think it's come a lot from that junior school influence. As most schools, they start as a high school, and that's it. This has got that primary school influence that has really come up, and there's a lot of benefits to that. And I think that would probably be one of the biggest ones.
Wow. That was really good. I'm in awe. I'm in awe from that. It was really good.
Thank you so much for joining the podcast.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Thank you. And that is all we have time for today, but it was great to learn about the new Year 7's experience of transitioning into high school and Mr. Cox's transition into the role of year coordinator. Stay tuned for our next exciting episode on the Student Lounge.